Title: Shadow on the Wall. Whose shadow is haunting me? Picture this, my dear reader, a moonlit night, where the shadows dance in the pale light, and a creeping darkness lingers in every corner. It is on such a night that I found myself entangled in a spine-chilling mystery, haunted by a shadow that seemed to defy all logic and reason. It began innocently enough, as all eerie tales tend to do. I moved into an old Victorian house, known for its dark history and whispered stories of restless spirits. The moment I stepped through the creaking wooden door, an unsettling feeling washed over me. Little did I know, the shadow on the wall would soon become a menacing presence that would haunt my every waking moment. At first, the encounters were subtle, almost imperceptible. I would catch a glimpse of movement in my peripheral vision, a flicker of darkness that disappeared as quickly as it appeared. But as the nights grew longer, the shadow became bolder, more pronounced, and it started to linger, stretching across the walls with an unsettling intensity. Sleep became a distant memory, as the shadow on the wall seemed to feed on my fear, growing stronger and more defined with every passing night. Its presence was suffocating, a constant reminder that I was never truly alone. It would slither across the room, whispering inaudible secrets that sent shivers down my spine. I tried to rationalize the phenomenon, attributing it to my tired mind playing tricks on me. But the more I dismissed it as a mere figment of my imagination, the more it fought back, refusing to be ignored. There was a malevolence in its presence, an otherworldly force that defied explanation. One night, as I lay in bed, drenched in sweat and consumed by fear, I decided to confront the shadow head-on. Armed with nothing but a flashlight, I embarked on a journey into the darkest recesses of my haunted abode. I roamed the halls, my heart pounding in my chest, searching for answers that seemed just out of reach. Suddenly, I found myself standing in front of an old, dusty mirror. Its reflective surface revealed a distorted version of reality, as if it held a gateway to a parallel world. With trembling hands, I directed the beam of light towards the mirror, hoping to catch a glimpse of the source of my torment. To my horror, the shadow on the wall materialized before my eyes, its form taking shape in the reflection. It was not an entity of its own, but rather a projection of something far more sinister. The shadow belonged to me, or rather, a version of me that I never knew existed. I was confronted with the darkness that had been lurking within my own soul, an embodiment of all my deepest fears and insecurities. It was a reflection of the shadowy aspects of my personality, the parts one had hidden away and refused to acknowledge. It was a terrifying revelation, to come face to face with my own demons. In that moment of realization, the shadow on the wall ceased to be a malevolent force. It became an invitation, a challenge to confront my innermost fears and embrace the darkness that lay dormant within. I had to learn to coexist with my shadow, to acknowledge its presence and integrate it into my being. No longer a source of terror, the shadow on the wall became a constant reminder of the complexity of the human soul. It served as a testament to the duality that exists within all of us, the interplay of light and darkness that shapes our very essence. So, my dear reader, the next time you find yourself in the embrace of darkness, surrounded by the haunting silence of the night, remember that the shadows on the wall are not always to be feared. They are mirrors, reflecting the depths of our own being, waiting for us to confront our innermost fears and emerge stronger on the other side. Embrace the shadows, for they remind us of the light that resides within. And remember, it is through the darkness that we truly learn to appreciate the beauty of the dawn.